My name is Jacob Miller. I practice and teach colon hydrotherapy. My background in health has been nutritional studies and sales of nutritional products. I have been practicing and teaching colon hydrotherapy for over 20 years. Our aim is to purify the body, elevate the mind, refine the emotions, and liberate the soul. My program and my work is extended through something that I call the PEARL. The PEARL meaning the P-E-R-L. And the aim is to P for purify the body, E for elevate the mind, R for refine the emotions, and L for liberate the soul, so that we may be of service to humanity. For those of you that have never had colon hydrotherapy or haven't learned about it or haven't seen it, the client would come into my office, they would fill some forms out giving me a history of their habits, of their life, of their problems, of their questions. And I basically would look at that and make summations and talk to them about that. And of course everything is a personal relationship between client and therapist that no one else is invited in. The equipment that I use is a Hydrosan unit, Model C, which is manufactured by Specialty Health Products in Arizona. They manufacture the most consistent, highest standard product in the industry. The water purification system on the unit has 4 different filters with different size microns to catch whatever a disease or bacteria levels are in the water. And after that it goes through a unit that has an ultraviolet bulb in it that completely, 99.9%, wipes out every type of bacteria or virus that could be in the water. So hygienically it's correct. We use a brand new speculum that meets the standard for professional use. I personally, and any operators that I've ever trained and certified, go into the lavatory behind the client and they sufficiently hygienically use a solution that cleans everything the client might touch from A to Z. And that's the type of business and clinic that I do run. Once we've cleaned it out, we need to focus on a perfect diet and digesting it a perfect way. If it starts perfectly, it's going to end perfectly, and we're going to end up with the perfect amount of nutrition that we need that heals us at a cellular level. So if we can eat most of the time organically, and I say most of the time because personally I don't believe in fanaticism, but I do believe in consistent, good, healthy habits and diet. What will affect us in the long run. It's not only what we're doing, how well we're going to do this. So starting with organic food, digesting our food properly, and try to do good food combining, which is very easy to learn. If we digest it properly, masticate it, then it's going to go through the body perfectly and we'll get the nutrition we need out of it, and we won't have health problems later in our life. So if we masticate everything in our mouth and use the digestive juices we have by chewing continuously until it's a paste, then swallowing it, when it gets into the stomach, it'll be perfect. But if we mix, for an example, proteins with sugars, the proteins take 3 hours to digest, the sugar takes 1 hour. So it's going to create havoc in the stomach And basically the gas is going to be produced from the fermentation because the protein holds the sugar up. The next thing is, if we don't chew everything properly, we swallow. And when we swallow, items get stuck, they don't digest, they could get stuck anywhere in the small intestines or in the colon if it gets there and when it gets there. So basically, if we do not digest correctly, we create havoc in the body, and there's a price to pay all the way through. And that can be years later, because there can be a buildup of residue, of mucus, of fecal matter, of trapped gas in the body when we don't combine properly, don't digest, and don't masticate properly, and when we do not eliminate properly. Another thing is, we do not want to talk with food in our mouth. Anyone that does will end up swallowing their food. Savor your meal. It's an ecstatic experience. Savor it. It keeps you and sustains you on this planet. It keeps your vehicle strong. Most people take better care of their car. They wouldn't put anything into their car. But most people put every and anything into their body, either by habit or by ignorance. And it's all okay. But to sustain excellent health, I think we need to educate ourselves and be our own physicians through how we take care of ourselves. And that will be the cause and effect of whether we have disease later or have it at all. The whole point in the education of this is not just cleaning the colon out. Yes, we need to do that. The buildup over the years is tremendous. But then it's sustaining and maintaining a healthy environment in our body. And when we are physically strong and have homeostasis throughout the body, we are mentally and emotionally stronger, and our spirit just flies. So the cause and effect of all diseases start out with a negative infusion. And basically here, if we start out positively by using good organic food, digesting it, chewing it, enjoying it, and basically getting it through our body in a sufficient time period where there are no toxins build up, then we are using all the preventative measures of getting any disease later in life, and we are sustaining at a high cellular level, and the immune system will stay strong and will avoid most diseases. And it's up to us individually to take that responsibility. Because if we don't, the average person has about 15 pounds of fecal matter in their body. Minimum 10 to 15 pounds. But whether it be the average 10 or 15 pounds of fecal matter, or the 44 pounds, or the 100, it's auto-intoxication. I repeat the word. Auto-intoxication every day of our lives, because that poison is sitting in our body, it's festering, it creates burning spots in our body, gases in our body, perforations in the colon, and starts sebaceous cyst. The poison is stuck in the body. The sebaceous cyst, it can go to a tumor. The tumor can go to cancer. The cancer can go to death. I have two more pictures here. I'd just like to take a moment. I'm going to place them right here for a moment. These are some of the items and how they look that can come out of a client's body. I personally have worked with clients that while they were eliminating their fecal matter through the tube, through this glass tube that you see everything go through, and I interpret it for them. I have seen parasites, I have seen worms, I have seen heavy amounts of bile coming off the liver and bile coming off the gallbladder, which can be interpreted through the tube. It's very easy to interpret the gas, the bile, any elimination. The body can hold poison, residue, metal. It can hold a lot of things in it. And it's better to be clean and healthy and not worry about your health. So prevention is my suggestion. Clean out your body and clean up your life. I'd like to take a moment and use this flip chart to express some things that I've coordinated that I feel that will work in conjunction with the work we've already done here today, and give you a better overview of what really lifestyle and colon therapy has to do with each other. So our purpose again is to learn the pearl, purify the body, elevate the mind, refine the emotions, and liberate the soul, so that we may be of service to humanity. Billions of dollars are spent on the exterior of the body, and that includes makeup, hair color, clothes, jewelry, wigs, implants, dyes, plastic surgery, and tattoos. The word is hygiene. The science of health and its preservation, the branch of preventative medicine and the development of healthy mental and emotional reactions and habits. That defines hygiene. Here are some of the positives. Mostly live, always organic food. Alkaline needs to be 80% in the body, 20% acidic. That's the proper pH level. Water needs a proper pH level. Soil for good organic food needs a proper pH level. Most of the world is too acidic. We need to be 80% alkaline, 20% acidic. Chewing properly until mastication, then swallowing, maximizes the absorption of the nutrients from the food. Stay hydrated with water. Brush your skin. Brush your tongue when you brush your teeth. Gandhi said, everything inside our body, vice versa, meaning everything inside our body is inside the universe. Everything that's inside the universe is inside of our body. And by the way, all of us take our chances on eating out. We spoke of auto-intoxication, auto-intoxications, poisons absorbed into the blood, blocks the lymphatic system, lowers the immune system. Weight flux, metabolism, when we take our weight up and take it off and take it up and take it off, it breaks down the immune system, works the heart, overworks it. Here are some of the negatives. Alcohol, nicotine, meats, drugs, over-the-counter, doctor's drugs, personal drugs, caffeine, chocolate. Those are psychic poisons. Alcohol, nicotine, caffeine, chocolate, carbonation, dairy, sugar, popcorn, vinegar, isopropyl, anything like that. It's poison. Here are an assortment of some testimonies from other therapists, other doctors, clients that I've worked on, in their own words, what they feel about their experience and about my work. I'd like to share maybe, one of the doctors' one and maybe one of the clients' one with you. Number one, this letter is written from Dr. Alton G. Cantor. To whom it may concern, regarding Professor Jacob Miller, it is a matter of some pleasure to write this letter of recommendation for and testimony to the excellence of the work of Jacob Miller in the field of colon hydrotherapy. I have known Jacob Miller for a great many years here on Kauai and know of the excellence of his work, both from the perspective of professional healthcare colleague and as his patient as well. I was privileged to be able to share a healthcare practice facility with him for over 5 years and was able to observe the meticulous care which he provides for those under his care. I consider him far and away the most knowledgeable person in the field I have ever met, and that view is shared by quite a number of health professionals here on Kauai. His attention to detail and care for providing an antiseptic environment is of the highest level. More than anything, I might say, I would stress that he not only provides a service in terms of hands-on treatment of high excellence, but is able to guide his patient into levels of self-care in terms of nutrition and lifestyle adjustments that make the process very effective. As a healthcare practitioner and teacher for over 50 years with university teaching affiliations, I have seen a great many practitioners of all types. It is a pleasure to assign Professor Jacob Miller to the highest level in my experience and recommend him without reservation. Yours very truly, Dr. Alton G. Cantor. This is a testimony from a client here on the Big Island of Kauai. My name is Jerry Greer. For years, I was on a roller coaster from hell until I met Jacob Miller. What follows is all true. I decided under Jacob's protocol to do a 12-day fast with colon hydrotherapy 6 days a week with a mineral balanced drink on Sunday. Jacob uses state-of-the-art equipment which is very gentle and allows you to view the contents of what is being eliminated. Almost every day I witnessed massive amounts of old hard fecal matter, bile, mucus, mold, and other poisons being expelled from within. The years of poor eating habits, drugs, and negative state of mind were trapped inside of me. I had no idea the progressive lightness of being in body, mind, and spirit with every treatment is indescribable. The depression and anxiety have vanished. My skin became soft and clear. I feel a level of being I have never experienced. I am truly a new man. I have met very few people, especially in the healing business, who live up to their claims. Jacob is one of those rare few who, through intuition and experience, went beyond my expectations. I can honestly say he enhanced my life greatly and put me on the road to wholeness. This is not mysticism. It is a science based on knowledge and simple wisdom. We are not separate from our bodies. So if our bodies are toxic, we the being are toxic. It is that simple. Jerry Greer.